Howdy, Possum Patty here. And well, it was raining this morning. Yeah, we didn't get to the Sunday Flea Market, no. But it was a beautiful day yesterday, and we hit up some community yard sales. Yes, we did. I've got a few fun finds in here to show you, so come on along. There is an aching inside of me that can only be cured with the collection of unnecessary trinkets and items. Yes. But I'm trying to be good, and I didn't buy a lot. I restrained. Yes, I did. Mostly books. I'm going to save the best ones for last and just show you a couple of random items first. First, we have this case, and it looks like a bunch of random leftover special shapes from diamond painting. 50 cents. I'm not sure what's in here. But, well, this is worth 50 cents. Yes, because I was looking for a pair of these bent nose tweezers. I've got some straight ones sitting here that I use a lot, but I was thinking I should get a bent nose pair. Ooh, okay, that's a bargain right there. I got something that I wanted. And we have, yeah, they're not stickers, and they don't look like Dollar Tree bling bling. So I'm thinking they're just diamond special shapes left over from a diamond painting. Anyway, here's oval and teardrop and square tiles. And another sort of ovally shape, and little flower shapes, and rectangle shapes, and heart shapes, and stars. Oh, these are very colorful. And round and random, random falling everywhere. Let's see, those are narrow oval. Oh, bag must be open. All right, I have no idea what I'm going to use these for, but I love my bling bling, and I do have a whole box of bling bling. But I was thinking of doing, some random DIY, do it myself diamond paintings, like doing some pictures on some little pieces of wood or something. So these will definitely come in handy. I've got those tweezers that I wanted. Well, not bad for 50 cents, I'd say. Sometimes I just pick up things like, ooh, let's go home and explore this. It's like a surprise bag, right? And I got two vintage photos. These might even be antique. A beautiful rose bush in 60 days from the time you sow the seed. I don't think a rose bush grows this big in 60 days from seeds. Anyway, 10 cents. You can get a rose bush for 10 cents. And somebody, oh, there's my clock. It is the Oreo o'clock. Yeah, somebody has this all nicely packaged, with the cellophane on it. So it cost me $1, but I just love this vintage image of the roses. I might take this out and stick it in a journal. We'll see. And I just adored this. It's got pencil scribbling on it. I don't know if that'll come off, but it looks like a page from a book. But I just thought that was just so precious. Yeah, somebody's got a line there. I don't know, this is so old. Will that even come off? I don't want to ruin the picture. Looks like it's really embedded in there. But we shall see. Well, since it's already all marred up, I thought she would be a precious fairy. I could even cut her out, which would do away with all of that, and give her some beautiful antique butterfly wings and put her in the fairy journal. And she could be reaching toward something magical, like a mushroom, a frog prince or something. Yeah. So this might be fun to play with. And it's already, you know, kind of messed up and ripped out of a book and everything. So I feel very comfortable about taking this and altering it some way. This was $1. So far I spent $2.50. Okay, now I have some books. The first book is 365 Bedtime and Nursery Rhymes. And this is an older edition. It's not in too bad of a shape, really, for, what was this, 19, oh, look at the little girl with the turtle, 1946, and the pages are discolored, distressed beautifully. And look at those illustrations. My first idea was just rip this book up and use the illustrations and use the little nursery rhymes. There's a lot in here about nature in my journals. And then I looked this up. And this book, in a lot worse condition than this is selling for $20 to $40. Yes, $20 to $40. So I'm like, do I still want to rip this up? Oh, look, the sleep fairy. A little fairy comes at night. Her eyes are blue. Her hair is brown, with silver spots upon her wings, and from the moon she flutters down. She has a little silver wand, and when a good child goes to bed, she waves her wand from right to left and makes a circle round its head, and then it dreams of pleasant things, of fountains filled with fairy fish, and trees that bear delicious fruit and bow their branches at a wish. Aww. See, I would love to put that in my fairy journal. So what do you think? Should I still rip it up? Should I just copy the pages and use copies? Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll just copy them. Because I like to use the original pages from the books, but I don't know. This is still in good shape, and it's worth a bit more money than I thought it was. I only paid $1 for it. Yes, I got this beautiful book for $1. Billy and the Stars. Oh. The Way to School. Yeah, so I'm not going to show you the whole thing right now, but you can look forward to seeing this in some of my journals. Groundhog Day. See, it's very seasonal, and there's a lot of nature and animal stories and children. The ironing song. Oh, that's got to go in my 1950s journal. Who's Afraid of the Dark? Oh, about the owl and the cat. Lincoln's Birthday. Bubbles, bubbles, fill the pipe, gently blow. Now you'll see the bubbles grow. Strong at first, then they burst, and then they go to nothing. Oh, bubbles. That's going in a journal for sure. All right, so, you get the idea. Very seasonal, lots of nature, fun things, bees, Father's Day, the daisy. Oh, that is precious, the daisy. The last day of school, yay! Dandelion soldiers. Oh, look at the little elves. Oh, I have to make a page about dandelions. Okay, so this is really fun. And maybe I can just copy some of these pages and put them in a journal. All right, because the more I look at it, the more I'm loving it and don't want to rip it apart. Okay, let's put that aside. That's 365 Bedtime Nursery Rhymes. I love vintage images, and the poems in there, or nursery rhymes they're calling them, are awesome. Now, you may have heard of Elizabeth Gordon She did the Flower Children. Yes, the Flower Children. Now, I know about that book. I don't have it, but I know about it. And I saw this book. And this is also written by Elizabeth, but this is the Bird Children, who are the little playmates of the Flower Children. I was like, oh, I didn't even know this book existed. And look at the illustrations. The end covers are in full color. And here's some of the Flower Children here. And then you've got the Bird Children. Looks like they're learning to sing. Is there a date in this one? Birds are poetry come to life and set to music. Oh, that's beautiful. Birds are poetry come to life and set to music. By Elizabeth Gordon. And this is, well, the original was 1912 and the revised edition copyrighted 1939. To all children who love birds and flowers, and especially to my little friend Dorothy Virginia, this book is lovingly dedicated. Have you ever stood at the edge of a wood when dusk was softly falling, and have you heard each tiny bird sleepily calling, calling, until the night had fallen quite and just the leaves were stirring? Beautiful. The Bird Children. Sir Rooster is a noisy chap. He wakes you from your morning nap. He sleeps but little all night through. Crows at 11, 1, and 2. If you've ever had a rooster, you can understand that one. Yes, oh, look at the little children there. It's like a chicken with a human face. Guinea hens. They've got faces. Gosling. Parents geese over here. Little yellow ducklings. Oh, here's a snow goose. Sort of a human face on that, yeah. Interesting. Mallard duck. Oh, look at the swans. Very stately. Oh, and the water lilies have little flower children faces. Jenny wren. We have the house wren here. Mourning dove. We have lots of mourning doves. Red-shafted flicker. We have the yellow-shafted flicker. The green jay, no, that lives down south. Scarlet flamingo. Pelican. Puffin, oh, I saw those up in Maine. Lyrebird, that's in Australia. And there's an index on the back. Well, I found out that this book sells for $30 to $40, and this one is in really good shape. I paid $1 for it, but I found out that this book is so old that it's now in the public domain, which means I can freely copy these pictures and do whatever I want with them. So again, I bought this to tear apart, and now I'm like, well, maybe not. All right, so that's two that I got. $1 and $1, and I'm going to use what's in them, but I probably won't tear these apart. Now, if you came for the little golden books, they are up next. I have a half a dozen of them. I'm going to show you these two first, and you can tell by the tape on the spine that these are old. These are older volumes. And this one is The Little Red Hen. It's in pretty good shape. And this was copyright 1942, but that doesn't mean when it was published. And this has the older pictures in it. I know there's a redo of The Little Red Hen. It looks a little different than this. And I think the newer ones have more color. So this is sort of the classic older one. But as you can see, it's in really good shape. And it is an L printing. When you get these older books, you turn to the last page and you look for a letter. So this is an L. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. It's 12. This is the 12th edition. But you can see it's in awesome shape. And this one is Toodle. Again, you can tell that this is one of the older books. And it is also an awesome shape. And this one is, again, I don't know, 1946 again. This one has colors on one page and then black and white on the next. And that's how they were doing it back then. And this is M. M comes after L, so what I say, this was 12, this is the 13th printing. But look at the shape it's in. I mean, there's no writing, no rips, no nothing. And let's see, I looked these up. And the Little Red Hen, you could probably find it for about $10. And Toodles and M, probably around $10 too. So, you know, depending on shape, I'd say $10 to $20 for each of these. What did I pay? $1, $1. $1. Yes, I paid $1 for those. Okay, now, the very bestest for lastest. The last four. The last four. Let me move some things out of the way here. Okay, so these are the last four. We have The Happy Man and His Dump Truck, Walt Disney's Bambi, The Kitten's Surprise, and Circus Time. I don't know which one is the oldest. Maybe this one, or this one, maybe this one. This one looks a little newer because the foil is kind of gold on that. But The Happy Man and His Dump Truck, a little dirt on the cover, no writing. No writing on the back. Pages, this is newer, right? You can tell it's newer because every page is in color. I remember this from when I was little. Yeah, The Happy Man and His Dump Truck. So 1950, so this is newer, 1950. And it is a first edition. We have a first edition from 1950 with no rips, no writing, no tears. Really good shape. Really good shape. So I looked online for this, and you know, people are crazy with their prices. They put their prices like all over the place. So in really bad shape, I saw this one for $30. And in shape like this, I saw this book for $163. I think it was on Etsy or eBay or somewhere. Yeah, so I checked like Amazon, Etsy, eBay to try to get an idea of what these books were worth. Yeah, and the shape that this is in, no rips, no tears, no writing. A, it's an A. This one's worth money. Yeah, this one's worth a lot of money in this condition. Things are only worth money if you can find somebody to buy it though, right? Yes, so this was probably the one worth the most. The Happy Man and His Dump Truck. Yeah. So if you want to buy this for $163, let me know. I'll give you a discount. $160. And Bambi, this is probably pretty old too. Let's check the pictures on the inside. This one has some writing. Cordelia. This book belonged to Cordelia. So this says copyright 1928, 41, 48. Dates everywhere. So this is a little older. This is back where they were. So this is probably, yeah, so this is in the 40s. This book is from the 1940s. So we have color and then black and white. And then, aww. The possums hanging by their long tails from the branches of a tree said, "Hello, Prince Bambi." Aww, the possums. And then black and white. But as you can see, again, the book is like in perfect condition. No rips, no tears. And just that writing on the first page, and this is A, first edition, and the only writing is on the little book plate there. Yes, Bambi. So I looked up Bambi, and I found these selling for $40 or $50. No, really. I found these selling for $40 or $50. And look at the good shape that this one is in, too. And Circus Time. Now, this one looks like somebody tried to color on the cover. Yes, but that looks like that's going to come off. Yes, I found my little gum eraser. Yeah, so that looks like that'll come off a little bit. Clean that up without ruining the cover. So Circus Time, again, it's an older one. I don't know how old. Let's check it out. And this has writing, but that's in pencil. It's Cordelia. Johnston and Cordelia. It says 1948, and that's black and white, and that's color. And that's color. There's a lot of color, but some black and white. And you can see that there's no writing, no rips, and it is A. Oh, this is so sweet, A. So the pages have a little discoloring, not much. Very vintagey looking. Yes, nice shape, look at that. And I looked this one up, and now this one was selling for between like $40 and $80, $40 and $80. Yeah. And they weren't even as good a shape as this is. Between $40 and $80. Well, if you're a little golden book expert, because I'm not, I just learned about the edition letters in the back of the older books, and so now I look for it, and what they're worth, I only go by what I see people selling them for on Etsy, eBay, Amazon, places like that. What their true worth is, I don't know. So if you know anything about that, please, make a comment below and let me know. But this is an A edition, and I saw this selling, online from $40 to $80. So, yeah, and I have one more of these. And the last one is the Kitten Surprise. Now this one has more of a foil on the spine, and the back is in color. So I think it's newer than the others. Got a little wear in the corners there. The Kitten Surprise. Very colorful on the inside. Okay, this one is copyright 1951. So this book is as old as I am. And it is a first edition. It's a first edition from 1951. And look at the colorful pages. 1951. Oh. Is it going to be all in color? I think so, yeah. Oh. Yeah, so it's in really good shape. No writing, no rips. Little discoloration, not much. It's an A, first edition, 1951. And this one I found selling for between 10 and 20 bucks. Between 10 and 20, because it's the 1950s, I guess. So this one I found between 10 and 20. This one I found between 40 and 80. This one I found between 40 and 50. And this one I found between 30 and 163. Yes, I have 4 first editions in good shape. Yes. So what did I pay for these? Can you guess? Well, if you guessed $1, $1, $1, $1, you'd be correct. Yes, I paid $1 each for these. Isn't that amazing? Look, they have the colors on the edge. I love that. Okay, so this was my bargain find. And am I going to cut these up and use them for junk journals? Probably not. Probably not. But if I find other editions that are in bad shape, yes, I will. Because when I bought these for $1, I figured, I'm going to cut these babies up, use these images in my journals, and then I looked them up, and I'm like, no, not going to do it. 4 first editions. Love that. What a bargain, right? 2 vintage, not first editions, bought in good shape. Yes. And a couple little odds and ends. A vintage book that I'm going to keep. Yes. And even this one, another vintage book. All $1. Yes. What a bargain haul this was. Oh, I'm so happy with these books. Thank you for letting me share them with you. Happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.